Hello everyone, so we will continue with the third party of our room. What is remaining to do are the furnitures and the bathroom in the back and the clothes. So let's get started. We just need to add a simple cube, scale it down, so we just have to see if it fits the bed. As always, I always forget to activate my screencast. Oh, still too much large. So it should be enough. So what I can do here, since I have a collection, I can just hide to see how it will look like. So I just need to draw those lines here, those two lines. So you just need to select the face on top, separate it from the rest, use the loop cut tool. I just take them, select them with the face, press E and just put it inside a little bit. Okay, and it will look more visible. Now do the same thing, press R, select it again and do the same thing. Now we just need a line for the drawer because we have two drawers. So select it here. Oops, was separated before. Small line. E. Okay, so now what is remaining to do are the handles here, and yes, so we just need to do the handle. So you can add a simple cylinder, scale it down, scale it down again till it reach. Okay, and now I can duplicate with this one. Press G and X 2 times. and you should try that. Try that it's on the center the most we can. Here I don't know what happened. Okay, so now we have our handle, but just press to see the camera. Okay, it should be enough. So now what we can do is we can drain them. So we have cylinder 1 and cylinder and cylinder 1. So we can just drain them with the modifier, the boolean modifier. We can just press join union with the cylinder. So don't know what happened. Union with cylinder. So this is cylinder. Apply. And cylinder 2. So now we can start working with the texture. So just add texture. So we can start with the wood texture, and of course just scale it before you start to work with the texture. Press A, press unwrap. So of course what you can do with the texture, let's see how it looks with the bed actually. So instead of, I'm just gonna try to instead of restarting everything, you can just go here and grab the wood texture we made in the last video. So instead of doing the same thing, just press B here, grab the whole, press Ctrl C, click here, delete this and press Ctrl V. So it should be the same thing now. So if you press Z and render it, it should be the wood, and as you can see it's the same texture. Okay, so it saves us some time, but now we have the dark part to do. So I'm gonna hide my collection again. So we have those lines here, so just grab them with the face selection, create a new material, and here press dark here, and we can add a little bit of specularity and roughness to make it looks like if it's some kind of metal. Oh, I did not apply it, so apply. Oops, I selected them but I did not applied it, so let's make apply here. So now it's dark, you can see it's dark, and now we need the handles, those handles. So just select the face and press, you can press shift, you can press control, you can just press 1 and press control to grab all those that are between. So press like this, like this, like this. this one too, like this. Some are missing, sometimes it's not perfect. Okay, a new material, and this will just be a metallic gray. Increase the specularity, and it should be fine. And of course, apply it. Let's look how it looks like. So you can see the gray handle, and you can also look in LookDev how it looks like in LookDev. So it's good like this, but here, those one here should be applied as well. I don't know why. It's really strange that. Okay, so we're gonna leave them like that anyway, to not waste time. So now I can reactivate my collection, and now we can do the drawers here in the back. So it will be so just gonna drag it here. Maybe okay. Still press 0 to see how it looks like. Okay, so now we can save and make the drawer. So you can try to rotate it like this, scale it. Actually, my cushion is here. This one. No. All those ones here are my cushions, I think. Okay, no, so this one is the bed lock, the bed locker, so it should go here in the bed. So those are the 3 cushions, they should all go here in the bed collection as well. And this cube should go here, is the furniture. And now that I finished working on the bed, I can hide it for now. And I can try to see how it looks like. So let's try to make it small, much smaller. better like this. You can still see that it's still big. It's too much big. Because we also need this part here. But my problem is that I don't have enough space for both because my room is much smaller. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put this one in this demonstration. So I'm gonna rotate it like this and go here. Here what I can do, I can go here and press X-ray mode and select it. I'll try to see how it looks like. So this way it's good. Can deactivate my X-ray and start working. So as you have guessed, again we have to do the loop cuts again. So press Y again. So we need how many drawers? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 drawers. So can just do those first cut. Then we can add those here. So 1, 2, 3 here. I'm gonna keep it with 3 then, because here it's not that much. Don't have that enough space left. So 1, 2, 3. Oops. My and one last loop cut for this. Okay, so I have 4 drawers, so I'm gonna select those 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna press E to extrude them and just go like this. Okay. But there is one here. I think that one here that is a little bit, so I'm gonna take the last one here. I'm gonna take the last one here and move it back here a little bit. Okay. And of course I have to make the rest. So to make I have to make the other drawers manually. So I have to do my best to fit them as much as possible. So So now I can just select one face on top, delete it. I don't even know if this one, okay, this one is a little bit here. I can select it and just apply a solidify modifier just to make it looks like a drawer. Can duplicate this one, press Z. Go here, go X-ray. It's okay because it is quite far, so we don't need to be picky about that. Don't need to be picky about distance, so and the third one here is it's a little bit open, and this one I duplicate it, G, it's okay. So I have to make it completely again because I think it's not enough. And I have to make it again, so yes, this one is better. So let me try to redo it with the loop cut. And actually what I can do here, I could also try with the boolean, but I don't have the courage or the time. Oops. So to not create problem like that, I'm just gonna use 3 drawers because I don't want to waste time. And so can try to solidify it now. There's always some way we can use. So I can pick up the face here. and try to extrude it. This one was just a little bit, so it's pretty much the same thing, I think. Here I can change it manually. Okay. Next. So I'm gonna have those two. Gonna have those two like this. This one can go back. No, I'm gonna make it stay there. Okay, let's see the result. I think it's better. It's okay if it's a little bit bad inside. So now we can apply the textures. It's the same thing we can do. We can just grab the texture we had here, and actually I think it's still the same. It's still saved. So you can erase them and paste it. Let's see how it looks like. Because I forgot to scale and I forget to unwrap. So now it should be good. I can go to look dev. So now it's good, it's the same textures. Now this one I don't think I could do it because I don't have enough space, unfortunately, but we can still do this one here. So it's the same thing, we add a new cube. Can extrude them inside like this. If you want to be precise, You just need to use the use the X-ray here if you want to be precise. It's okay. So remove it. Now you can select the whole thing, scale it, unwrap it, and here create a new material, delete the ancient and paste it. And let's see how it looks like. You can scale it a little bit, say X, say So now we have our almost all our furnitures. So now we can build the TV, the flat screen. So it's gonna be a cube again. So as you can see, most of the time we just worked with cubes. Can extrude it again, but just a little bit because it's supposed to be a flat screen. Okay, this should be good. I just noticed that my it's floating, so it's not very good. So here can apply two materials. I'm gonna apply a material for the frame, which will just be black. A little bit of specularity, and the screen. Okay, so for the screen I just need one image, of course. I need the image I made for the tennis image. So before I do this, I must scale my stuff here, my TV, and unwrap. I'm just gonna unwrap the screen and not the whole TV, because sometimes it creates some problem. And here I need that my screen like emit some light, because here you can see that my screen is like emitting some light on the ceiling and the floor. So we need to do the same effect. So in order to do that, we must create a kind of light path. And I just hate the way Blender here is hard just to move the tabs. So I need to use a mix shader, I think here. I need to use a mix shader and two emissions and two shader emissions. Here, one here, and one here. And I plug my color to both here, and I need to create a light path that will create a kind of path in the direction of my emission here. So I'm gonna use it with the camera ray. I plug it here and increase here at 10 and keep this light as 1, so as normal. Now I must also play with the UV unwrap, because the image will... I must of course add a mapping node and a texture coordinate to UV. So it's there, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, it's because I did not apply it. So this is my TV screen, as you can see. So it's not good. So I need to grab my I need to grab my face, press G and X, move it to the center, press S and X and try to scale it until it has the 4 edges. So G again, X, a little bit more, G again, X. So it's almost now. Let's press Z and render it to see how it looks like. So I think it worked. Yes, it worked. Or not. It didn't actually work. Got assigned here. Let's see the viewport. Let's see the shader editor. Maybe I'm missing something. Let's go to the look dev mode. Oh, I forgot here, I'm stupid. This color here. Let's see how it works now. Let's go back to here to render it. Okay, now it works. So we have the light here, but for some reason my stuff is inversed here. So in order to solve that, So in order to solve that, I can select my stuff here. So in order to solve that, I can simply rotate my screen here because it's the same. RXX 90 degree, scale it down. Okay, so now the problem is solved, and you can see that the light is there. So it's solved. So now I just need to add a new material, the frame here. The frame here need to be black, more black than this. I think it emits too much light. It has too much specularity. I mean, okay, so now it should be fine. Now we can build the support. The support is simply it can be a plane. You can also use a cube, but I can use a plane. So I just need to do this. So there's many ways to do what a support. What I can do basically, I just do this. I remove the center, and I add a loop here, and I add a loop here, and I grab both, and I do this way. I do this way, but with the proportional editing, so that it's not too much. Yes, I do it this way. Now, of course, I can solidify it. Okay, now I can join here. I thought that all this will take me 1 hour, but it will reach more than 2 hours actually. So this is plain, so can go here to Boolean and union with plain. And it should have the same material as this, so it's good. Okay, now so we have all. Now we can start making the bathroom. So I delete the face, so now you can see that we have an empty space here. So as you have guessed, for the 1000th time, we need a cube. If it takes more than an hour, I'm gonna stop, because the rest is really, the clothes are really easy to do, so you can guess by yourself. So I'm not gonna actually merge this, so I'm gonna okay, can delete the face here. Can delete the face. Can try to see if it's the good. Okay, so this looks good. So what I can do now, I can scale it and work with the textures. So add a new texture, so I can start with the floor, which will be here, which will be my tiles. I have some tiles textures here. Bathroom. So this is the floor here. I actually don't really need the normal because it is so far here. You can see that it is so much far that we don't really need that much details, but I'm still gonna put it. Oops. Okay, so try to see how it looks like. But of course we need we need a window in order to see it, right? So we're gonna suppose that there's a window on the left of the bat, of the bat tube, because we need some light. And of course I'm not gonna do it totally because this part of the bathroom is not visible, so it will be stupid to try to make it, to waste time. I just need a hole so that the light pass, so that so that we have the sensation that there is some kind of light, right? Like here. And I'm gonna add a spotlight. So here it's okay, so that's what I want. And we can scale it down 4. Yes, like this is perfect. But now we need a new material for the walls. Here it's okay because they don't see it anyway, but to assign they won't see the ceiling neither. I'm gonna add, we can add what you want, but I will add a spotlight, you know, to make it look more realistic. So here to change the spotlight is really easy. You just have to scale it like this, and it will change. And you can add some degrees, increase the degree by size. So by doing this like this, scale it a little bit. So if we press now 0, so how it looks like. So now we have more light, you can see. Okay. So now of course we must do the walls. The wall, we have some marble as textures. So the walls are here. We have some kind of weird marble. So just go in edit mode, grab some wall here, and you just need to do the same thing. So we plug it to base color. Can go back to 0, and for the light here, for the spot, we don't see it enough because we didn't have enough light. So just select it. I want to see my light here. Yes, so we can add 200, so this is why we don't see it that much. Press Z. Okay, now it's much better. Let's go in look dev mode. And you can see it's quite big, too much big. So we can just scale it down here. Scale it down like this. So now to do a bathtub is very simple. It's again a cube. Cubes everywhere. So we'll try to fit it here. Of course our camera need to, we assume we need to see it. So we can put it here, about here. I think that the scale is still too much here. Scale is still too much. Okay, so for the tube, for the bat tube is very simple. You just need to select the upper face here, delete it, and make some loop cut horizontally and vertically. Pick the sides here. Pick the two sides here. Scale it a little bit. Pick the other two sides. Scale them. Now you can go to here, add a modifier, add the subdivision surface, or you can press S2 if you want. No, Control 2 if you want. And you can select what you want here, so it should be enough. So now we have our basic bat tube. We don't need to make some holes here because we don't see it from that angle, but what you can do is that you can add a solidify modifier to make it look thick, and here you can smooth it. So we have our bat tube here. Okay, you can also scale it a little bit. And scale it, and we don't need to unwrap it really, because we will just have one simple texture. So we just need to create some kind of ceramic, so you just have to reduce the roughness a lot and increase the specularity. And if we press render red here, it's enough this way. We can also add metallics so that it adds some reflection, because it's ceramic after all. And here, if the edge looks a little bit strange, you can even add some more auto smooth here, but I think I'm gonna keep it like this, but add some multi-resolution. It's still the same thing, right? I prefer that style. Okay, so we have our basic thing. Now we need to make the glass. So I'm gonna go here. Okay. I'm gonna grab it and scale it a little bit. Of course I need to apply the scale again. Let's see if it's still good. Hope that we don't see. Okay, we don't see the holes. Okay, so now let's make a new cube. What we could also do basically is we could select a face here. I did not do it in the last stuff. In my first version I did not really did it that way, but you can also do it like this to save more time. So you can select those edges here and extrude them. And so select the faces. They are maybe too much high, I think. Okay, you can select the faces and add a new and to make this kind of glass is very easy, so you just need to add a glass shader. Okay. And material output. A little bit bluish, and try 1.1 first. If it doesn't work, try a lower value until you find the good one. So I think that this one is good. Okay, this way it should be good. So it's almost like in my video. It's because we did not really, I did not really want to take more than 2 hours to do this, but you can see that it is almost the same thing. So what we could do is that we can add the sink, the mirror, and the clothes here that are like in that are like on the bed sheets, and the skateboard in the next video. So in total it will be about 2 hours and 30. Like I know that it's a little bit too much for just one room, but it's because I may be too much slow. So I'm gonna make the next video tomorrow. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe.